shoot, that... I forgot to... My microphone settings reset. Hang on. Let me go re-roll that so I can reread all that aloud for you guys. So what actually was what I was about to actually say? And the last time we were here, shit's fucked. We learned that the school is condemned to birb extinction because the one human representative, me, died. They entrusted one human to the school, but if they couldn't do that, the school takes a fall, and therefore all the burbs in there are to be executed. They failed their end of the deal, and therefore everybody dies. All the birds will die in a few hours. So here we are on a time limit to figure out to get to the bottom of this before the school is wiped out. We should write in the notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out what exactly happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go, Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young one. But why did you say so earlier? He's planning to comfort the doctor alone. Father is of the pure bloodline, and so his life is of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what Father told me. My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy, impure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so? Oh, hello again, Shirogane. Where is the doctor? He said he was going back to the infirmary. Maybe he forgot something there. Thank you. You're going right after him? Don't you want any tea? Well, be careful. He looked rather troubled. I hope he's alright. Doctor. Mr. Shirogane. You look quite fatigued. Would you care to rest for a little while? You. You are wrong, are you not, sir? Whatever could you mean? I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sakazaki do? Which of you decided to kill Kagami? That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you. I did not kill Miss Kagami. This is the truth. Of course. How could I let myself be swayed by other rumors? The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity. Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either. Which raises the question, who did? Sakazaki admitted that he was involved in the crime. He cannot possibly be... I merely said that he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, The same applies to myself. The two of you did not kill her, but were involved. But then, who did kill her? Oh dear me, this won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I suppose these are the limits of a mere mongrel. What did he just say? Doctor, Would you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. You filthy, low-born mongrel. What are you saying, sir? I am not like Saka. You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Kawara has found almost everything he needs. Just one more push, and he'll be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane. A glint of white steel. His left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? I can't think. Mm-hmm. Sakazaki! Stop that, Issa! I told you not to touch my brother! Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuya blocks out the sun. Blood is spreading across the floor. I am... unhurt? Who's... your wing! Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki. You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him myself. Or that I wouldn't kill him. And after all that work to steal the records from Mr. Kawara too. Yeah, you've always been like this. A coward and a villain to the core. Oh, such flattery. What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this? I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawara as much as you can, I have no more use for you. Why should I put up with your babbling now that I'm done with you? I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki... This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane. No! Don't move, Sakuya! Sakuya! Oh, Mr. Kawara. We were just discussing you. Yuya standing over Sakuya. Yuya is standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor standing next to them. There is no question about what's happened. Doctor! So it was you all along. Was it? I wonder about that. But pull yourself together, Sakazaki. Say something. Don't worry. You won't die just yet. I'm sure you'll enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want. Wait, Doctor! The Scarecrow! There you are, Labor 9. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go. Labor 9? Is that the Scarecrow's name? So you was working under the doctor this whole time. There's a little more, Mr. Kawara. Do you think you'll remember soon? Stop running away! You killed Keiko! You killed Keiko! You killed Keiko! I'll never forgive you! I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kowara. I reach out. I can't reach. The doctor and the scarecrow are gone. Don't go chasing after the beanpole man on your own, Ryota. A good man keeps his cool even in times like this. Don't speak! You're still bleeding! Don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but... there are plenty of bandages here. Sakuya, wait here. I'll go get Mr. Leon. Wait. Wait, Ryota. I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance. It's too late, Sakazaki. If you were involved, why didn't you tell us before? We had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. The doctor and I did not kill her. That is the truth. But then why did he... She died in this room. After school, yesterday. That is also the truth. Then there was someone else. Yes. Right as always, Sakuya. And that third person killed Keiko. Who was it? I'm sorry. I can't tell you that. I think you'll figure it out. I have to apologize to you. The doctor and I were the ones who cut her up. So you stuffed her into those boxes. It was the time. The doctor needed to be sure of when she'd be found. He decided morning would be given time for most humans. Will be the given time for most humans to gather. I suppose he probably thought putting her in the print box was funny too. The most humans? Why would... Looks like I've stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have the resolve to go either way. If only things had been a little different. I thought you said you'd be fine! Are you worried for me? I'm honored. Could you go outside for a bit, Ryota? We'll go to the maintenance office afterwards. Just for a little... I just want to talk to Sakuya alone. You have a new father now, Yuya. He has a beautiful mansion, and you'll be moving there tomorrow. But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. He says he can only feed you if you leave the egg behind. Mother is sad. He is her son too. I will go. I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. He killed him so he could take Mother from him. I waited until she laid a new egg. Until she laid an egg with a new father's child inside. I had hid him away in the mansion. And I switched them. So he will raise my brother as his own son. The new father hates me. But he will love my brother. He will give him nice food, and nice clothes, and a nice bed. My brother will not know. No one will know but me. I hate the new father. I took the new egg, and I smashed it. I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You're the same as me, Sakuya. You were never half-brothers. You are my real brother. Impossible! I am the heir of the LaBelle family! Father told me so! Everyone told me so! I was raised for no other purpose! I never told anyone that I'd switched the eggs. If Father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. No. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did it just to spite that man. I killed the child he had with Mother. That was the cross I had to bear. It was never your problem. I was happy just to see you living in luxury. You're under what authority? None. You're right. I only ever listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. He must have realized. I guess I was doing what he said all along. Since I took your lineage. The fact that I killed the LaBelle, the other father's child would never leave me. I'd never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. You can't let it stop you. I always worried about whether I should tell you or not. And now it's too late. So... Fool! To deny me my lineage now? I'm sorry, Sakuya. I should have told you long ago. I was never as sure of myself as you. If I am not of the LaBelle line, what am I? I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always. Leave this place, Sakuya, and think about it long and hard. You have a lot more to worry about than just who your family is, after all. No! Wait! Sakazaki! Stay with me! There's still much for you to tell me! It's been a long time since we talked this much. I talked to you every day when you were still an egg. Put yourself together, Yuya! You can't leave like this! You said a little scalpel like that couldn't kill you! I should apologize about that too. Remember the headmaster? That was nerve toxin. You mean that scalpel had... Go on, Sakuya. Leave your liar brother and go. The doctor must have a way out of here. You are... yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Later, buddy. Yuya! Yuya! What the fuck?! I am. Hang on. Let me go get a drink and just process all of this real quick. What the fuck? And I've returned. Jeez, this is not a ride I expect to be on. It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? Sorry, not one that appears on the official plans. But maybe. Under the medical center? But that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building into the basement there. Is there anything you might have missed? Is there anything you might have missed something? Missed something. Or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look? Oh! That's right! The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center! And the chronology and the medical records! I'd like to talk to Nagaki again. You thought of something? Yeah, I need to go check. Sakuya! He hadn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better to leave him alone. I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you? Nagaki! There you are! What is it? I found out a lot about the school. And about you. I see. I suppose you know who I am then. Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. How are they related? Nagaki must know something about the secrets in the school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so. Or it might not. I saw in school records. It says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center. I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock there. That's why I can never leave. You stopped your... In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that. So you didn't die in the accident? He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia. The encyclopedia? You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one here? Why would... That's what I want to know! I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias. Yeah, and there are 2 copies of 6 there and no 9. How disorderly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here. Switched the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawara, try reading this copy of Volume 9. This looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but... It's a box? It's full of files. Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been... What does it say? That one. Let's see. Operation Hotoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons to fight humans? It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this. Meaning, this skull has been used for biological weapons since development for at least 5 years. 2180. New strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nagaki. It is lethal to humans and has been named the Charon virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeon Nation's Medical Center. Charon virus? Humans I met would always get very sick. Are you remembering something? Yes, I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone what important, what was happening at the center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I help you see? He paces nervously in circles, rambling on to himself. If you realize something, it would help me to know what it is. I remembered what happened here 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought of much of it at the time, but apparently every birdie there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as could be. One day, the endless routine was broken, and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity! Free humanity!" I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought. But you have been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling, and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak, and I couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. And then I received the invitation. We wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We will provide anything you need. Anything at all. There is a hospital on the school grounds. We will provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him. But if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition. And so, I enrolled in St. Viginations. I was still weak, so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then, early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to go under intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of the summer, you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school. And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. The experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp. And then, with a last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. And in return, I killed another human with each experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me. By breathing the same air as me. They would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart little by little. And so, I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. The Charon virus. The deadly gas that made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus. That was Operation Hotoful? Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. My Mr. Kawara. Are you going to the basement? I don't have a choice. To find a way out of here alive, and to find out why they killed Keiko, I need to ask the doctor. I see. An encyclopedia. What else is inside? Oh! A piece of paper folded up along with the files. This is a map of the medical center? When I was there, I went into the medical center. But it must connect to the main building somewhere near here. That looks like the gym. So the stairs are... I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there. The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Thank you, Nagaki. I have to go. Yes. I think you will be seeing me again. And Miss Kagami as well. What the f- Shit's fucked! Bio-warfare in my bird game? A staircase in the preparation... A staircase in the preparation... Words are hard. A staircase in the preparation room. I've never noticed one. I wonder where it could be. If the scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening. We'll have to go and look. 7 p.m. already. We only have 3 hours until we're overwhelmed with bloodthirsty humans. We don't know for sure if there's an escape route in the basement, but it's our best bet. Maybe we should get everybody from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs. Leave that to me. Mr. Leon! I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry, I'm not a massive agent for nothing. Well then, thank you, Mr. One. You aren't going with him, sir? I'm going to come with you, Kawara. We never know what could happen. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. I am your homeroom teacher, after all. You've done such a good job so far. I want to be there to help you if things get dangerous. What about you, Sakuya? Man, he's still in the funk. You two go ahead. I'll catch up with you. Right. Okay. We're going to get out of here together, okay? Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's on his mind, and he doesn't seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best. I guess it's the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. Something bad happens, one of us can come back in to warn you and the others, Mr. Leon. Understood. Commence Operation Breakout it is, then. Not so fast! Angel? What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around. Textoris Melody of Furnace! You travel now to the Abyss of Despair, do you not? The Abyss of Despair? I sense demon spores far greater in power than even those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone. The Wallenstein guy is the doctor, right? Okay, we're coming for you, Wallenstein! But wait, Angel! We need to be careful! Wait! He certainly is lively. Let's go. I think this is the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland. Yes. Not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either. This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it. Can you think of anything, sir? Like a hidden door? Or... I don't come here very much, so... Do you feel a draft? A draft? There are no windows in here. They must be coming from the basement. Be silent, my crimson breast! We must hold it back, or the Eulogy of Doom will... Gate of Erebus! Guide me to the abyss! No, wait, calm down, Angel. You can't! Oh, there it is. So it was behind the mirror all along. He's a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he? Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak. Let us proceed, Textor's Melodia Funis, to the mastery of the abyss awaits us below. A long, dark staircase winds down behind the mirror. How far does it go? The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance into a subway tunnel. Let's go. Very impressive. This is a lot fancier than I expected. I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility has been used for research to kill humans since school was founded. Keiko, none of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all this going on beneath our feet. I don't see any birdie. I wonder if it's closed now. Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then, the whole facility's been shut up. I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on. Hey, Angel, which way do you think we should go find a doctor? That would be... Ugh! My crimson breast murmurs! The Midnight Hunter approaches! Couldn't you have said so earlier? Oh dear, if we don't get past him, we can't go on. We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. This trial cannot be avoided. But all we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we... You... We can't get anywhere by just by running away. Do we have any sort of weapon? A weapon? I do have the stun gun Mr. Leon sent me. Will it even work on a scarecrow? Maybe not at a normal output. But it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected. The Midnight Hunter is a pound, bred for the Black Void. We must purify it with holy water! Oh, yes! That is a good idea. What? What did he even say? There's a fire hose on the wall there. If we time it right... Mr. Nanaki wobbles toward the wall and pulls out the hose. Of course! Ready? He points at the hose at the scarecrow and opens the valve. Angel! Sir! Get back! I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it is still. We did it! Electricity is a powerful thing indeed. The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come! Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards! Disgraceful. What am I doing here? A label is not allowed hesitation. No. I have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya. Foolish. No. Not ish at all. I am a fool. I have been pampered my entire life, while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of a crime of which only he knew. I have been nothing but vain and selfish. What should I do, Yuya? Whoo! Whoo! It is Sakuya! Sakuya is here! Leave. No one wanted you to come here. Whew! Everyone is leaving! It's a grand daring escape! Whew! Whew! Sakuya will find Ryota with Oko-san! Away we go! Shut up. Don't talk to me. Who? Sakuya weeps? No! I do not! It is raining! It's raining! Who? Who? Is Sakuya in pain? That is bad! We must do something about it! Who? 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 Oko-san used the healing touch! Confound you! Must I repeat? Who? Who? Oko-san knows. Oko-san heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away. We will never see him again! So they told you. Who? Do not worry. If we cannot meet him, we need only chase after him. Do you have any idea what you're saying? Death is not a good place to chase someone to. No doubt the other breeds have no concept of death. Chase you into the grave? What kind of fool would... Oko-san knows. The earth is a ball, so if we run far enough, we will find him. What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head hurt. Except I'm a mongrel too. Poor mongrels who do not notice even their own error, that is. Koo! Koo! Oko-san is not a mongrel! Koo! Sakuya and Yuya and Oko-san have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed. Is that your argument? That isn't even... You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. I am... myself. Koo! Koo! It is time to go! Oko-san and friend are late! Koo! Kick Reason to the curb! Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya! Oko is always brimming with useless energy, as he was. Am I the same, perhaps? We will never see him again, no matter how far we run. But, if he were here now, what would he do? Well, what would he want me to do? At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere. 2 more hours. I will chase after him. I will never find him, but I will find myself. Let us go, Oko. There is nothing more for us here. Cool! Cool! Sakuya is best when he acts cool. After Ryota, full speed ahead! The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer. I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or was that an Angelism? There's some very advanced equipment in here. And these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. There's a register of names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register. Look! Your name's here too, Angel. The Dark Grimoire! I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy! They have notes on some of the students too. under Higure. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited. No, not currently applicable to combat. I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Judaica, destined to wander this earth alone. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. It looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. 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 Words are hard, by the way. How did you enroll, Kawara? How? I was invited too. I don't know why. You always suggest a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higure's. No! The black mass of inevitable doom draws near! We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind. Let's go. The doctor's waiting up for us. Could you wait a minute, Kawara? Well, what is it, sir? We're almost done. We need to... I want to ask you something first, Kawara. You lied, did you not? Lied? Huh? Lied? Me? I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot. Even though it was just yesterday. Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakaya, I don't know anything about it. We have to ask the doctor. I see. Let's go on then. Mr. Nanaki falls long hill down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Keiko's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something. But that seems too simple. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot by just looking at the walls here. Nagaki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments. I wonder what I would have done in this place. Would I have ended it all like him? Or... You're late, Mr. Kawara. I have grown tired of waiting. The Dark Sorcerer! Wallenstein! Doctor. It wasn't just Keiko. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been... Why are you doing this? Must I repeat myself? I told you before. I merely disassembled Miss Kagami after the fact. I did not kill her. Do you think I care? It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before. But you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Kagami Keiko? Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's words, Texorus Melodiophonus. He will lay a spell on you! Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself. An iron grill drops behind me, like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off! Oh dear, we appear to be shut in. No! The dark spell! What are you doing? Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kawara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek. You have done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here too! Nothing you can say to me will change my mind. How pugnacious of you. But you are lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that I was working on Operation Hotterful. Operation Hotterful. The plan to wipe out humanity with the Charon virus. Precisely. Oh, does it make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You are exemplary. The strain we was isolated from the original host were extremely powerful. Quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Charon virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of a host body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have to send live carriers into their society and allow it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome. Charon virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nagaki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Charon able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate. You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself. Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he would be glad of the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly, it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on an indefinite hold with his death. But thankfully, we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept him to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive. It sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way? Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need to only compromise the subject's immune system, creating incompatibility like Fujishiro Nagaki's. Compromise the immune system, they die! Indeed, even if the subject were to become a carrier for the Charon virus, if they did die to some other infection, it would be all for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kawara. I give you full marks. Full marks? My head hurts. Almost as if some strange creature is burgling about deep inside my brain. Are you okay, Ryota? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were alright. Keiko came to the infirmary. To see me? You have come this far. I am sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot? Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwamini gives me and lie down, but my body still feels heavy. I'm tired. Are you okay, Ryota? Yeah, I'm fine now. Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were alright. Keiko is reaching towards me. Want to go home? I'll walk you. Her hand stops. Keiko falls to her knees, clutching her chest. Ryota! I can't breathe! Oh, she can't breathe. This is bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange. Almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Keiko. See you tomorrow. You. She fell down before my eyes. And then... The experiment was a resounding success. Miss Kagami displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Charwang virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis in the lungs. But more simply, any human who comes into contact with you will die. You see? You're lying! Keiko and I were together since we were children! Of course. I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this? The scarecrow's head? Yes. Alas, the body is now useless, but... I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. It is one of the Labor model new humans, developed by Dove Party researchers, but denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor Series was a great step towards the beautiful to ideal coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party's researchers' will and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had it patrol the building. And now, next question. What is inside this bag? A human's head? No. Close, but you have to be more specific. I believe we have Miss Kagami's head sent to your classroom, but... Did you notice anything missing? Missing? When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may have well missed something. Wait. He doesn't mean... Keiko's brain? Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss Kagami did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality. Then she's... alive? Or her body is gone? All that's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive? Alive or not alive? I don't know anymore. Can you save her? That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death. But really, it's quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago. But you gave poor We gave poor Labor 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Miss Kagami's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body, today her mind. You're a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kawara. I killed Keiko. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way? This was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You are but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Miss Konkami told me long ago? Come, follow me. He holds out this wing. What lies beyond here? Keiko is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose. You are obedient. You are obedient, Mr. Kawara. Wait! Textora's Melodia Funnus! The demon spores are the thickest that way! You will not be able to return! That's right. The doctor is probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawara. Come back! Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawara here. Mr. Kawara this far, you two. And now, goodbye. Oh dear. This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas? This present. Mystic Phantom, the Avatar Miasma! You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higure? Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Keiko's parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall. But they received only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered. I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Keiko continued. I agree. I would do anything to make Ryota's wish come true. The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen. When we were children... That's right. That was you. That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see. 8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Keiko's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight. You and Miss Kagami both said you would be glad to die to bring it about. And so, I am carrying out your wish, just as you stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see. Why did you choose me back then? Choose you? Why did I ask what your wish was, you mean? I assure you, it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, have made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysosomes from Fujitsu and Nagaki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish. Though, I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge I have done all I have done for you. Mm-hmm. I don't care about anything now. Keiko is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore. Do not be anxious. You had no will to resist, so soon you'll forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara. Ah! My crimson breast senses Talking will just make it worse, Shigure. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we will have a little more time, but it is getting hard to breathe. Wallenstein, you coward! Come out and fight! Woo! Cool! Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I'll try to open the cage, Oko. You see to the gas. Ku! Hoku-san shall not fail! Much better. No one can say you slack off as a student president, Shirogane. The Crimson Breast shall never forget this. Are you two alone? Where did Kawara go? Ku! Were you separated? Did Ryota wander off and get lost? No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor. Carried off? Ku! Oh no! No doubt the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak! If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness! Oh, why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon? He's saying the doctor is planning to return Kawara into a biological weapon. What? We can explain while we walk, assuming I don't run out of breath. Very well. Let us proceed. Kawara, are you alive? Oh, shit. That red filter is actually making those eyes. Whew! Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Ryota is not normal. Miserable medical man, what have you done to him? Why, if it isn't the son of the noble LaBelle family, what is your prestige doing here? Your pathetic jazz mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawara? I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race. Kawara would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kawara? It seems he is hesitant to agree with you. Bah! He has been swallowed by the demon spores! Our forces would not reach him! It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world. Cannot afford to waste any of it. He has but little time? What does this mean? His duty now is to fly about the world, spreading the seeds throughout all of humanity. it would be impossible. It would be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task. Ooh! Do not fear! Oka-san will stop Ryota here and now! Hello J and K. You just got to a very shit's fucked part. Like, very shit's fucked. So we learned that the school was actually a research facility for biological warfare to wipe out the human race, and our protagonist Ryota is host to said virus that will wipe out humanity. And he's basically resigned himself. He's resigned himself after learning that it was his fault that I died. Yeah, shit's fucked. Woo! There he goes. Mr. Kowara traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity. He's been brainwashed? We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How can we keep him here? Kowara is very strong, but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we should ask Higure. No, what? Him? He's nuts! Black Bean Adana! There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait! Kowara, stop! Ah! Oh dear, there goes Shirogane. The demon Red Eye speaks. I seal the disaster with the power of the Chosen One! He's reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing? Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Higure has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real. Mental restraints? Like, how desperate a man... How desperate man can be stronger than usual? The demon Red Eye hells the awakening! By the power of the bloodstained hand, I seal the funeral song! Whoo! Oka-san attack! Oka-san cannot possibly lose in the fight with Ryota! There we go! Perfect! We're supposed to convince Ryota to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy? This is madness! Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go along with it. Prepare yourselves! We fight! Brethren bound with the red lotus fetters! What? Textora's Melody of Fullness. Now it's time to break Wallenstein's spell. Hear the call of the Red Lotus. A violent Ryota is not a good Ryota! Come to your senses! We're all trying our best for you, Kawara. Come back to us. Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all that we've gained? Stop, Kawara! This is not the path you must travel! Jeez, Ryota, you're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker class character this story needs! Wake up already! Wake up already, Ryota! Kawara, pull yourself together! Do you want this? No. I don't. Ku! Ryota is a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself. I don't want to make anyone sad. The remitter reactivated. Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet. Diseases happen to mind after all. Our outlook is surprisingly important. I suppose this means my data was insufficient. This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein! Be judged by the Crimson Breast! Wait, Angel. It's not just his fault. Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you! Tell me, Doctor, why did you go so far to grant my wish? Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end. You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything. The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you are expecting, I assure you. Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? What is it, sir? What is it, sir? You seem excited. It's amazing! The healers we got earlier. Healers? The healer cells from last month. Yeah, them. From the unusually old human. Aiding science even after death. Can we at least call the samples by their proper name? You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully. Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead. Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this! We've been looking into cancer cell immortality. This? Indeed. These results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things. It's all about love! Or intuition. That too. Kawara Ryuji. He is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Hey! Good morning, Issa! Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside. It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now. It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life. sophistry. Hey! Good morning, Issa! Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here, what's this one? I didn't ask you to pick it up for me. Here, take it! It's not like we're running out. You sound like a pushy salesman. Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask. I've been doing fine so far. Hey, good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something? What is it, sir? I am somewhat busy. You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say. Talking like this gets us nowhere. Guess what I had? A kid! I see. Congratulations. What? Don't you have anything else to say? Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized. The only one I ever recognized as worthy of my respect. Hey! Good morning, Issa! I brought you something cool. What is it? A fossil! Look at it! It's huge! You act like an excited child. Hey, I like geology too! It tends with its spouts breach. I'll carry on your research while you are out then. Go on. Dang, you're cold! Hey, listen. Wanna come with me on a business trip sometime? Field opposition is fun! My next one's at the start of the month. While I am interested in your work, sir, I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time. Yeah? I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast! Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I will make sure to open time in my schedule, though. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time we returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to the disease, so I was sure that he would die in his examination room, surrounded by his family. Issa, I always knew this was a possibility. Yes, sir. I don't regret the way I did things. No, sir. But I just remembered. I do have one regret. Yes, sir. I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I promised to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He never asks for something if he really wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well. I shall remember. What is his name? Ryota. It's Kawara Ryota. You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings. And I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryota, the son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now. Damn, he just broke. When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that this influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill. Kawara Ryuji. All I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home, always leaving mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will? You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I doubt there is anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me. And you see the result. But your refusal was hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something? A world without strife, where no one will have a loved one stolen from them. That is the world I wish for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed. I pity that you did not say so 8 years ago. What absurd contract was this? There is no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There is no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore. Does this mean you're sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well. The contract ends today. And I must admit defeat. It is not over yet. You must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss. We only have about 10 minutes until you humans come in from above. I see you're alive. I see that you're still alive, gentlemen. Mr. Leone! I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym. Whoa, it's something like out of a science fiction movie. I bet it was built by MIBs. Rad! Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway. Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who work here. Correct. Do not fear. I shall lead you to it. Coo! The doctor is even creepy when he's being cooperative! I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and I have now obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here. Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Kawara? Can you stand? Yeah. But we need to bring Kagami with us. I think everyone else has gone outside. Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment. Your words are haughty and immature as always. Do as you please, if you can. I will indeed. Remember my face, villain. Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research too. Doctor? A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses. But madness! There should still be time before the humans... Mr. Nanaki? A pistol is in his hand. He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always. And... Ugh! This is the end of your research. Nanaki, what? Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial wants me! A fair trial? What do you think, doctor? Well, I am impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side. But of course. Thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwa... No. Isa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nagaki? Nanaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment. Oh, is that it? I had quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail. Nagaki, are you by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everyone else. I'm fine. I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hitori? You've been busy recently, have you not? What? You have been busy, have you not? I know we're short on money. That's not something you need to worry about. We are adults working hard to make sure you don't have to worry. You're a child too, Hitori. You're only 5 years older than me, after all. You don't think I should be working? No, that's not what I meant. I can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way. It's not whether about you doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. That doesn't help. In my body like this, I can't work. Or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nagaki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? September 2nd, 2180. Hato Full House. Where the rest of the war orphans and I live together. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home. Every Friday, we all gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school. There are those who work, like me. And children like Nagaki, who stay home. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always eat together on this day. What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pool our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back! It's dangerous! Hey you! Are you listening? I hear angry shouts coming from every direction. But I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only thing I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has been ever missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We had to be together today. No matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses and ruin, and... Ah! Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had left were each other. Why do they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Why? Tori. You were outside. Good. Nagaki! You're alive! Everyone else? I see. Nagaki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nagaki, were you afraid? I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault, Hitori. I wasn't here when you needed me! Don't apologize, Hitori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too. When I found him then, I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in that room had been shot. This will be our room from now on. This house is too big for just the two of us. Right. It's a little lonely. Yes. Hitori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help? You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay? I noticed almost as soon as we moved out of Hatofu's house. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start out as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything. Should we get a doctor, Nagaki? I'm fine. I'm fine. Nagaki, wait. You still have a fever. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of them. I told you I'm fine. Don't. If you just say how you feel alright, I'll feel better too, Nagaki, okay? But how about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed. What do you... Whenever you say you're fine, you never are. Okay. Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow, I'm taking you to a doctor. This is highly unusual. Nagaki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system. Impairs his immune system? All living creatures that inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them the immune system. But Nagaki's is abnormally weak. And that's why he gets sick easily? Indeed. He can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill with little or no warning. Please, can you cure him? I will find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left! I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I have never seen anything like it. I'm sorry, but I can't help him. We went to many hospitals and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone, please save Nagaki. Anyone. I'll do anything. We had been all alone, but we found a home together. And it was taken from us. And now this? Someone, please help us. Soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at St. Pigeon Medical Institute. A Mr. Issa Soma. I have received a report about appointing Fujishiro Nagaki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for his chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeon Nations. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advances to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Pigeon Nations is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. The medical center is located on the school grounds. We propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. He will have access to professional medical expertise anytime he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family, and if you are interested, contact me at the following address. I will be waiting. Isa Soma. This is amazing, Nagaki! I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. I never expected an invitation like this. I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Hitori. But you'll be able to go to school! I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot that I don't know. And you'll be able to make friends. The doctors there will help your illness, so you won't have to be sick. Do you not want me here, Hitori? Of course I do! But I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better for you to stay with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I can wait until you're better. Become strong, Nagaki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you however long it takes. Okay. And so Nagaki enrolled in St. Pigeon Nations. There have been a lot of us at the Hatoful house, and after that I was with Nagaki. I was only living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nagaki. I hope he makes good friends, but... he's never been very sociable. At least he will have an easier life there than here. And most importantly, they will be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home. I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Issa about the meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with an unusual illness, and they have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of the center is always the same light and the same temperature. I miss you, Hitori. I'm fine. I'm fine, Hitori. Don't worry about me. I was worried. Nagaki hasn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with, "Progress is good, and everything is fine." Why don't they let me talk to him? I snuck into the medical center. I need to know if he's really alright. He said he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? How do I get there? I need to get to the entrance to the basement. That was when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building has all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner not by guards, but panicked researchers. All of them shouting the same thing, all heading for the exit. Fire! Fire! What? A fire! Subject 00 set a fire! Call the fire department! A black smoke rolls towards me from the inner corridors. Nagaki! Nagaki! Where's Nagaki? Nagaki! Say something, please! Where are you? It's happening again. Nagaki needs me, and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with its foul stench, but I run onwards anyway. Nagaki is there in a room filled with fire. Nagaki, it's me, Hitori! I'm here to save you! Hitori... What happened? What did he do to you? Come on, we have to get out of here! I'm sorry. His face is clouded. He shuts the door, and I hear the locks click shut. Open the door, Nagaki! Hitori, I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore. What did he do to you? I'm a fool. All this time I thought you were getting better. Thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nagaki, please! Come home with me! To our home! Listen, Hitori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way to stop him. What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die! Can you do me a favor, Hitori? Anything! Please! Please, make sure there's nothing left on my body. And... Uzune Hitori. I had heard that he died after the fire, but it seems that our investigation was lacking. It is hardly easy to change your name and face. Nagaki. He's calling. He's calling me, you know. Isa. I came to greet Nagaki. Where is he? I see you are losing hold of your sanity. I'm serious. I've been waiting for this from the beginning. He told me what you were doing to him here. But then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Isa. Waiting for you to open this place again. Ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Nagaki. There were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire. They would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Nagaki, I'll not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kawara's body. You won't die just yet, Issa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nagaki? I have to take him home now. If by Nagaki you mean what was left of him after the fire, then it is Mr. Kawara's liver. The cells from his body that contain the Charon virus are now inside Mr. Kawara, parasitizing him. Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Issa. Hang on just a little longer, Issa. I need to ask Nagaki what he thinks what we should do to you. Mr. Nagaki comes over to me, the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class. Can you hear me, Nagaki? I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm here now. Sir, it's me, Kawara Ryota, from your class. Please, snap out of it. Man, shit's fucked. I don't know what happened in this past, Nagaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We have only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place. Can you move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawara. He points to the gun at Sakuya. Sakuya, he's serious. It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawara. Let's go into that room, just the two of us. But what are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door! Open it, I say! Issa said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where's the liver, I wonder? Do you know Kawara? Sir, Nagaki would never have wanted this. He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much in that fight earlier. I won't be able to resist. Nagaki, can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kawara do I need to cut open to find you? Nagaki. Sir, listen to me! He moves a knife from one place to another, as if making an estimation. He's going to... Oh, I see. It's hide and seek. I'll look as hard as I can, then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nagaki. Together. Stop it, Hitori. The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nagaki's voice, but I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me. Mr. Kawara, let me use your body for a bit. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Can you hear me, Hitori? Of course. I've talked with you every night. You told me, Nagaki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Issa. No, Hitori. That was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hitori? The second thing. I remember. Of course I remember. So let's go home. Listen, Hitori. I am no longer here. I can no longer go home with you. Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Isa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that. No, it wasn't him. Don't worry, Nagaki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry. Hitori, I never asked you to come for me. I never asked you to exact revenge. Who was it? Nagaki. It was Nagaki. I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. You killed me. I will not forgive Hitori. I'm sorry, Nagaki, but I know that no apology will ever fix it. Sir, what? There is a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow pretending to be mine. Come for me, Hitori. I'm here. I know. I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone. You will never forget me. You will live with me. You will live with your sin forever. That is what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nagaki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't. He's crying. Tortured by his own shadow. I'm sorry, Nagaki. I'm sorry. Hitori, I don't want you to be in pain. He's trying to destroy his own feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him. Yes. Hitori, I was tortured by them in here, in this place. It was terrible. Isa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki! Revenge will solve nothing. Sir, you and Nagaki both lost those most important to you into strife. You should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. It brings no happiness, only pain. If I hadn't been there, Nagaki would have never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nagaki. If I had been better, this would never have happened. Everything would have been fine if you'd never met me. If I hadn't been there, you never would have felt pain. Sir, why? The time Nagaki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be able to be together with loved ones too. Nagaki is glad he got to be with you, sir. There is nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces, and when it heals, I will tear it again, and again, and again. That is your punishment. It will be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. Hitori. Blame yourself no more. Please, Hitori. Listen to me. The voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You have been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me for two things, Nagaki. The first was, come save me. So I... Listen to me, Hitori. My first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Charon virus. That virus must disappear, and my body with it. It will bring only sadness as long as it remains. You asked one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Issa. On all those who brought you pain. Yes, I need to grant his wish. I need to... Hitori! No, No, Hitori. That was not my wish. Remember, Hitori. Remember my final wish. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family, and we need you. That doesn't help. With a body like this, I can't work. Or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nagaki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nagaki? I'm fine. Hitori. It would be easier for you without me, right? Why do you think that? I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So, you would be better off without me. Don't say that, Nagaki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nagaki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen. Maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy. Thank you, Hitori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you. Stop that already! You've never been a burden to me. Here, have some millet. Eat well, and we can sleep well, too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever. Yes. Yes. My second wish was... Live, Hitori. Live and be happy. Nagaki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore. Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first, I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawara, now, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone. I can't, Nagaki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you. We've stayed here for too long, Hitori. We had to move on. Don't worry. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Somewhere. Sometime. Mr. Kawara, thank you. Kawara, are you unhurt? Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves and their secrets long ago. Nanaki! I will not forgive this Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time. Indeed. Nagaki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor? Indeed he was. The facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around. I'm staying here with Keiko. What are you saying, Kawara? Come with us at once! I see. Kawara? I thought you two would say that. The trauma virus has by now colonized in your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encounter would suffer a painful death. What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there is a way to remove the virus. Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tears from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kawara would still carry the virus. Madness! Lunacy! Same goes for Miss Kagami's damaged brain. It is currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given the Evan's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there is no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable. With the current medical technology anyway. Shirogane, let's go outside. Do you mean to leave Mr. Kawara here? How deep does your selfish nature run? We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. I think that Nagaki would say the same. Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawara's thoughts on the matter. I feel as if... It's the bird visual novel thing, and thank you for the one polygon. I feel as if one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakuya, can you tell her I'll be back one day? Listen, Kawara! A label... No. I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I'll come back for you. I swear! So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me, alive. Right. I promise. I'll be waiting for you. A lot sure has happened today, Keiko. It's quite something. Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryota? I'm half sick from being stuck out here and not even knowing what's going on. Yeah, I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story. Yup. So, will you follow me in, please? I guess we have plenty of time for it. I'm going to miss eating udon. But having you here makes things at least a little bit better. Right? Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all. Jeez, what? That ending was kind of bitter. Also, that is a very low res image. Man, that was a ride and a half, but damn, that ending was really bitter. like I'm missing some things, though. Yeah, there's two things that I'm missing. And then let me go speed run through. Let me go speed run through the. Go speed run through the endings real quick. Like get that one missing ending and the whatever, however to get that bad ending. Get that slot right there. What let's... Okay, got that ending. What other, I could go... I also need to do the other Torimi Cafe ending. Yeah, this I know this part is rather dry, but I'm trying to, like, complete something. Azami, I don't think you've forgotten about Mr. You've forgotten Mr. Fava Bean. What's all this, Keiko? I think you think about him all the time, even now. What are you talking about, kid? You practice your elegant kicking technique every day, right? You've been preparing for a special move for your reunion with him, right? Kicks? You're right, I have. Grit your teeth, Mr. Fava Bean. You'll regret dumping me until the day you die! And so, the oasis of soothing parakeetitude was transformed into a scene of avian fury, with the wrath of God falling to earth in the guise of a sparrow's legs. I'll decimate my summer homework with the force of a raging bull! Next up, up is the individual research project. I want to research something that will only take one day. But I don't really have any ideas. Anyway, I'll take a stroll around town to see if I can't find an interesting topic. Huh? Standing in front of a used bike shop is... Azami? Oh, it's you. Kids like you should head home and get some sleep already. Azami, were you crying? What are you talking about? Don't make fun of me! Sorry, but as your protege, I really am worried about you. Making my half-grown protege worry. I must be losing my edge. When I look around, her trademark pink scooter is nowhere to be seen. And she came out of the used bike shop, which means... No way. Did you sell your bike? If you're having second thoughts, I'll go take it back for you. Nah, it's fine. This is my way of ending things. And now that it's over, I'll look to the future. That is the way of the sparrow. The way of the sparrow. That sounds pretty cool. Goodbye, Mr. Fava Bean. It's time for me to move on. Hey, you there. Hold on a sec. You were the guys who picked a fight with my cute followers, huh? Get 'em, bro! Get 'em! It's the gang of bad birdies from before! So you brought your friends. Chicks like you should be at home washing their beaks and getting ready for bed. Don't look down on us. We bought our best fighters to pay you back. You'd better be ready. These doves are strong. Getting up on her isn't fair, you punction. Azumi, I'll help too. The punctions come at us one after another. In just an instant, the nighttime city transforms into a violent battlefield. Azami lays smack down with her magnificent sparrow kick, and I pulverize everything with my fist of fury. We're at a huge disadvantage, but Azami and I pulled through and I lived to see the dawn. I always thought you were something special, but you've gotten pretty strong. No, I still have a long ways to go. No, you're already a true sparrow. I'm a sparrow? What do you mean, Azami? I'm 100% human. You know, no bird is born a sparrow. You overcome obstacles and suffer hardships, but still always move forward. That's what makes some birdie a sparrow. Your kindness, your strength, your way of life, everything about you screams sparrow. From this day forth, hold your head high and call yourself a sparrow. Azami. I am a sparrow. Sparrow Keiko Kagami, and no punchin is a match for me! I feel in my bones. I can trust you. If we're together, there's nothing we can't do. I'll be counting on you, kid. Yeah! Azami and I formed a new all-girl delinquent gang. Only our souls run wild. Our wild birds embodied that noble spirit as we drove through the night, never once breaking any traffic laws. And so, we became legends of the midnight roads. Oh shit, that actually was an ending! Oh goodness!
It's which brings us to our next main topic, the observation reports on the human representative at St. Pigeon Nations. As you can see, while she was meant to act as a goodwill ambassador, she fails to display sufficient intimacy with the birds. We of the Hawk Party cannot overlook the situation. These reports only confirm that what we already knew of the human nature. You will execute the termination sequence. Adjourned. Coffee, anyone? I love watching stars at night. I can feel the excitement bubbling up from light years away. Yodelay hee hoo! Huh? I think I just heard something. Who's there? Ninjas? Also, hello there. I'm just trying to sweep up the missing content. You don't need to know. It'll be all over in 2 seconds. Wait, why do I have a halberd? Oh. I mean, judging from your name, it's sneezes. Sneeze. I'm not sure if I actually sneezed on stream before. If I did, it's a pretty distinctly violent sneeze. If anything. Yeah. But yeah, big sneeze. Wait, that's a gallery again. Oh, that's the address to the at the bird cafe. It's maybe not that, but it's still pretty decently loud. Okay, let's see what's in the archive first. Hallucinogenity report. We have established one of student number 60781's special characteristics. He acts as a neurotransmitter, producing a trance-like state in bystanders. The effect is similar to that of a narcotic. We'll continue our observation. So that's Angel. I feel uncomfortable.
Where did I come from? Where was I born? The fact that I am trapped here is the least of the mysteries plaguing my mind. I'm nervous. I woke up in a different place this morning. I don't remember well, but it had pale fluorescent lights and a white ceiling. It can't have been in the library. Where was I? Goodwill Ambassador Selection. Selection criteria for the human ambassador have been forwarded to management along with a drafted emergency response manual. Given the risk of influenza, a human with as strong as a natural immunity as possible is desirable. The presence of hereditary immunoglobulins is the most important criterion. Although others are detailed in attached documents. I think and I think, but I find no answers. I feel as if I have forgotten something very important. As if I promised something to someone very important. Later. Carrier aptitude. We have examined the genetic records of the entire student body. None of them exceed 98% compatibility. We are continuing to investigate carrier aptitude levels. We will report on the possibility of inducing carrier capability in a normal individual next week. Underground facility fire. We have temporarily opened the dividing wall in the underground facility at the request of the Biological Science Division. We should be able to reconstruct the circumstances of the fire. Subject-00 remains in cold storage. Reference bird deceased. The death of Subject-00's relative has been confirmed. His remains are stored in Area D3, Section 1. They are boxed and processed. Homo sapiens' resistant capabilities. Adaptability measure for Homo sapiens to be raised an estimated 0.06%. There are fluctuations in mammalian evolution rates. We may need 2 or 3 more samples. The intelligence agent. We have chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details in the attached documents. I do not think they will oppose me. I've been feeling better since that nosy girl showed up. I do not think I will find any answers like this, so perhaps it is time to close the curtains. I am fulfilled, just as I was back then. Back then? Back when? The Hartful House incident. The Hartful House orphanage in Area L9, Section 6, was attacked by the Human Liberation Front terrorist organization. The terrorists barricaded themselves inside, taking residents hostage. 11 residents were killed during the incident, and 8 officers died storming the building. 2 residents are known to have survived, but their current whereabouts are unknown. I am trapped here as always, but I noticed something new. It seems that I can move freely along the vertical axis. After napping today, I awoke and found the lockers in the chemistry room. If I remember correctly, the chemistry room was directly below this room. Am I able to move myself up and down through my own will? Ames High City bombing. In 2173, the Ames High City building in Area A23, Section 1 was bombarded by human extremists. Immediately afterwards, the Hawk Party spawned the Earthcrawlers extremist organization. Let's see. This splits through this. Yeah, there has to be an extended ending after this. Madness! Why, if it isn't my darling little brother, salutations. You scum! You villain! Explain yourself! Why are you still alive? Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all the ladies sad and alone. How much must you mock me before you will be satisfied? Hello again. Leon! Truth be told, Leon here gave me an antidote. I was floating around on the border between life and death, and he pulled me back in a miraculous revival. But he said he was going to recover your body! Well, technically he did. I do not recall saying I was going to recover his corpse. Lunacy! Madness! Inconceivable! Give it back! Give me back the time and mental energy I spent mourning you! You mourned me. I'm flattered. Gah! We can't stay long, Sakazaki Yuya. It's time to set out on our next bright and massive mission. This is your chance to regain the department's trust. Roger that! Let's go, sexy and suave. Cool! Okafon's felt smooth! Felt smooth! There's deliciousness nearby! Black Bean Adonna! Cool! Angel! Do you have food? What did I? Gah! Demon spores encroach again! Cool! Stick him up! Okuo-san demands your beans for your life! So you appear, bone white bird of brain eating. By the oath of oath, join me! They're still going at it! Hello, Shirogane. How are you? Why are you, of all people, pushing Iwamini's wheelchair? I would never have expected to see you two together. Taking responsibility for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me. I need to apologize somehow, don't I? If you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I never met either of you, understand? Come on, Shirogane. That would never happen. Probably. How wonderful. I can feel the suspense in the air. Somehow I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile. Anyway, I needed to talk to you. I had the results from the experiment the other day. There were no problems. None at all. It was a perfect success. Well, I guess that means it's time, doesn't it? I have the date. If you can come, please do. Mr. Kawara. Mr. Kawara, it's Kagami. Can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Kawara! Yo, Kagami told me I told you I wouldn't go back on my word. Whew! Well, he's finally free. So, what do I think of that game? Well, it was definitely the first half of it. I played through the first half of the game before, where it's all like a very silly parody of a visual novel, but I never got to play the second half, where shit's fucked. There was a lot of things going on there, and it's definitely meant to be like a subversive sort of thing. Plus, the thing it's not that expensive. It's only like $15 worth of your time, or so. It definitely, if you watched me play along though, I'd like the shock factor does go away since I'm pretty sure you guys being here means all the plot twists are made apparent. It's a really hard game to talk about. It's one of those games that's not exactly easy to talk about because of the second half spoilers. Is what I would best describe it. So, but yeah, that's my quick thoughts about that. But with that, I'm gonna hop on off and let you guys go elsewhere. So if you guys like what you see, be sure to follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Blue Sky to keep up with the next time I go live. With I'm not sure yet. Maybe I might do some random game in the interim before I think of something else. Something, actually, maybe I might take this time to finally play a Mado Monogatari game. Probably at least I want to do something that has an English translation so you guys can follow along with me. Besides, it would be also even though I can read a little bit of Japanese, I am not proficient enough to do a live translation, and sitting in front of a dictionary would not be very entertaining. So so until then, I hope to see you guys next time. But bye bye. Man, shit's got fucked near the end there.